Hello, Riding with Rio here. I don't know if you haven't seen my face yet, but here I am. Hi. Um, first, I want to apologize for being away from the station for a bit, almost a year. See, it's April now, end of May, beginning of April. I think tomorrow is going to be April Fool's Day. Just kidding, it's going to be May. Just kidding, April Fool's Day. The last video I believe was last year, 2018, probably around August of it as well. A lot has happened since then. Have a lot of awesome stuff. A lot of it has been put on my Instagram, Riding with Rio on Instagram. So feel free to go check that out. And you can see what I've been doing. I went to the Babes Ride Out in Joshua Tree last October, which was an amazing ride. Met some amazing women there and made some really awesome connections that I hope will be for life and whatnot. The channel's been gone for a bit, so I want to apologize for that. But this channel was meant to be a documentation for my life, just my journey through life as a motorcyclist, as a solo female lesbian motorcyclist, and what all that entails. How what it's like going through life as that, from at least my perspective, because there's a lot of different perspectives out there, and a lot of different ways to live, basically. But this is just one small one, and more of a journal for myself, more of a what the heck was she thinking, when somebody sees me or meets me, or even for my family, when they're like, well, there's Rio going off doing that crazy thing that she's always doing something crazy. So this was it as well. If a community builds around it, that's great. If more people learn about the lifestyle of solo motorcycling, of the new lifestyle that I've gotten into now, which I'll talk about in a little bit, that'll be great too as well. As I fully believe one of my purposes on this planet is to help out others and have them find their truth, their own passion, and find what they love and pursue it with their full heart. And I'm a teacher of massage right now, and that's something I tell all my students is, I don't care if you continue massage. I just want you to find your love, find your truth, find your passion, and go for it with all of your energy. Because when that happens, no longer do you have a job, no longer do you have work. You have a life, and a well-fulfilled life. And mine is about helping people find that. And if I don't have it for myself, how can I help others find it as well? Lead by example. So in doing that, the life that I want to do for myself, it's slow coming, because it takes a lot of logistics, a lot of pieces to fall into place. And a big piece is this van that I'm currently in. Her name is Ava. She's a 2016 Ford Transit van. She's actually the smallest, so the shortest wheelbase and the low ceiling. And just recently, with rents going up in Sacramento, Central California area, this was the choice that I made. Kind of forced, kind of not forced to make. I do have my wonderful pit bull who's sleeping next to me, so she'll probably have bad head, so she'll be, I don't want to be on the camera. But a lot of people don't want certain breeds living within their apartments, living within their homes, or rent out to them. So breed restriction is a big thing that I deal with a lot. And so this was a decision to always have a home for myself and always have a home for my dog here. So enter Ava, and she is a cargo van, and I'm currently building her out, doing that van life thing, and which I still haven't figured out what exactly that van life thing is, but I'm told I'm doing it, so yay. Eventually she'll be really close to an RV. She won't be able to be labeled as an RV here in California, because she would have to be plumbed for a shower and plumbed for a toilet, basically an entire bathroom, which I don't have plans to do that for her. I still am shooting for that million motorcycle miles because I love my motorcycle. You know, I love Lotus to death. But it's going to do a little change. You know, when I first started, it was all about, I'm just going to do this on the weekend, on my vacations, go for long rides, and, you know, just build up those motorcycle miles, at a little bit at a time, But the more long road trips I took, and especially going to Babes Ride Out with, you know, a group of strangers and, you know, riders of varying degrees of experience, that I really enjoyed helping them. I really enjoyed sharing my knowledge of almost 100,000. Actually, now it is 100,000 miles on my motorcycle, and helping them, showing some tips, you know, ways for them to feel more comfortable and safe on a motorcycle. And I really wanted to do that a bit more full time. So things I'm looking at is how to do this life sustainably, how to go after that million motorcycles and possibly more, sustainably. And this Ava, this van, whether I stay with her or maybe move into an RV, the motorcycle is going to be on the back somehow, whether in a trailer or a hitch on the back. And she'll be my base camp, whether I'm at a national park, state park, or just some field randomly somewhere where I can park and camp. That she's going to be the base camp while I go out motorcycling around the area, seeing the sights, meeting people, and just documenting everything as much as I can. There's a lot of logistics of that. How do I document it? So I have this iPhone 8 that I'm using that to document it. I'm new to the iPhone, so it's definitely a learning experience. The other logistics, as in, how am I going to pay for this? You know, how am I going to have a job, so do this financially in a sustainable way? So those are things I'm working on too as well, to be able to do this. Where am I going to go? You know, how do I plan things out? What about my safety? What kind of, I am a solo female living in a van, and there is a little bit of risk to that. You know, I'm finding, I've been in here since November, so that's November, December, January, February, March, about 5 to 6 months now, almost 6 months I've been in this van. And I'll be honest, the first couple weeks I was a little nervous, a little shaky about it, but now it's home and I'm not worried about it. You know, I have my places where I feel safe, and they're my go-to places, and whenever I travel, you know, I know what to look for. I know where to feel safe and whatnot, and that's a big thing. So learning about that, and I may do a video on, you know, safety for female solar van dwellers. But yeah, so this channel, it's still a motorcycle channel, but it's also this whole van life channel too as well. I'm going to be showing how I'm outfitting the van, and how I build it up from cargo van into a place that I like to live in and like to be with. It's also going to be my motorcycle channel, you know, the different rides I'm doing there. How am I going to film those rides? Now I'm using a Sena Com with a video camera on that, but I'd like to change that and be a bit more proficient in production value for that too. So there's a lot of logistics to be figuring out, and so now this is the baby steps of it, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. There will be more videos coming. Mainly if it's going to be a lot of the van right now until I get the motorcycle up and running. She's got a brake problem, and once that happens, then there's going to be more motorcycle videos too as well, a good blend of both, and more wrenching videos, because, you know, I'm a DIY person, do-it-yourself DIY person, and I love doing hands-on stuff. I believe everybody can do hands-on stuff. So that's it. So this channel, this nice little update of what's going on. Let's see here, go over my list of yep, that's it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I think my only 2 followers. Thank you guys. But you know, I appreciate it. You know, this is just for posterity's sake, and if anybody learns anything from it, great. If anybody finds any value in this, you know, wonderful. But this is just me living my life, having a nice little adventure. You know what I say? Hail adventure!